Hello class 12th. Today I am going to talk about one more application of potentiometer, and that is comparison of EMF of two cells. You can see in this circuit already I have made it so that we can take lesser time. AB is a potentiometer wire. It's a 1 meter wire. You can take 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter like this. And this upper part of the circuit is known as driver circuit, which consists of a constant power supply of EMF E for switching on and off key, a meter and rheostat to vary the current in the circuit. It should be noted that the A should be at positive and B should be at negative, means 0 of the scale should be at A and 100 of the scale should be at B. And the downward circuit, you can see this circuit is called auxiliary circuit, where we go to use the potentiometer. In this one you can see two cells of EMF E1 and E2 are connected in parallel to each other, also with two keys K1 and K2. This K1 and K2 both are connected between C and D. D is connected to galvanometer and other end of the galvanometer is connected with J1. I hope the circuit is clear to you. During this whole experiment, we must keep in mind that the potential or EMFs of E1 and E2 must be less than the EMF of this cell, that is E. Or in reverse, you can say E should be more than E1 and E2. Okay. Now let us start the working of this circuit. When you keep key K1 is closed and K2 is kept open, then E1 is included in the circuit. Since this is open, then this is open circuit. The circuit now, this part of the circuit is complete. Now move the jockey from A to B. Suppose the null point is obtained at J1 such that AJ1 equal to L1. However, you can check the nature of the circuit, whether it's correct or not. Then what we do, when we put the jockey at A, the galvanometer shows deflection in the extreme right side. When we put the jockey at B, the galvanometer shows deflection at extreme left side. Okay, then what I'm saying, when K1 is closed, K2 is open, then E1 is in closed circuit, it is included in the circuit, and this is in the open circuit disconnected. Suppose the null point is obtained at J1 such that AJ1 equal to L1, then E1 equal to KL1. Similarly, what will happen? So using the potentiometer principle, the potential difference between A and J1 is equal to potential difference between C and D. Since the null point is obtained, no current is obtained, then potential difference between C and D is a EMF of the cell E1. Then E1 equal to KL1. Similarly, close the key K2 and open the key K1. Then E2 will be in the circuit and E1 will be in the open circuit. Move the jockey from A to B. Move the jockey from A to B. Suppose the null point is obtained at J2. Then AJ2 equal to L2. And using the principle, E2 equal to KL2. Okay. Now this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Divide equation 1 by equation 2, you will get E1 upon E2 equal to L1 upon L2. If we know the value of E1 or E2, then if we know value of E1, then we can know the value of E2. That is the important part of this circuit. However, in measuring the EMF of the circuit, what we do, we use one of the cell as standard cell. Suppose E1 is standard cell, then E1 is known to you, E2 is not known to you, then E2 will be E1 times L2 upon L1. The value of E2 is purely going to depend upon your accuracy in measurement of L1 and L2. Okay, this is overall part of the circuit. Remember that this circuit comparison of EMF of two cells is also in your experiment as well as in theory part, and in one of the most important part of the theory. uh, Hope you would have understood. Thank you very much.